Yeah. Kyle's brother, we're summoning Satan.
Get the goat.
Okay.
Or at least
I'm on it.
Well, there's no goat people yet. You haven't met any satyrs. Not yet, anyway.
You have
Uh,
you have half an hour to get us a goat, or the dog dies.
What? No.
Sorry.
not
Sorry.
dies from cancer.
what,
You're not killing the dog.
when we last left off,
Aw.
the party discussed with Cotton if they should actually steal from Bink's warehouse. Selmy and Cotton went to talk to Fundamorph. She ended up telling them that Grace had actually left, and then ended up complaining about a headache, much like Hannah's lizard. Selmy then gave her a potion. Then there was a big performance. Tonka was the big hero of the day, and was the one that did basically everyone was giving a standing ovation to. Bubbles then decided she wanted to do what she could to outdo her. Unfortunately, no longer in the big top, under the big top, decided to do a little bit of caramel apple porn. Between the seller of the popcorn and seller of the candy apples. Cotton decided to take over for the circus food cooking. Cotton, Bubbles, Tonka, and Selmy all headed into Orin. They made it into the tavern and actually wound up selling some drugs to Mystic. At which point, Mystic's friend Meredith told the party about what she knew about Bink and Bink's friend Indoor. Mystic then added on to this and mentioned that some construction workers had actually been talking about their mom the other day when they were like evaluating the tavern. It's like basically they were saying how their mom was complaining about Indoor and thinking that he was linked somehow to the Rock, and that her mom was like the guard captain of like the upper crust guards. Then they went back to the circus and went off to bed, and it is now the next day. So, Bard Party, what would you guys like to do?
Are me and
Wake up?
are me and Cotton still sharing a hammock?
I believe so.
As far as I know.
What'd you say, Kyle?
Yes, as far as I know.
Okay, in that case, then I want to see if I can roll a Constitution roll to wake up before Cotton.
All right.
Oh.
Constitution.
I believe it.
18.
Wow, I guess getting choked unconscious really does it for you health-wise.
It's a good night's sleep.
And in this case, Cotton, please also roll me a Constitution saving throw to see which of you actually does wake up first.
Okay, looking for it.
It's on the left side of the sheet. Click on the
Okay.
word.
Got it.
All right. No, you're still doing GM roll, by the way.
Oh,
So, blank.
oh goodness.
Holy shit!
Well, let's hope you get those double ones out of the way.
Die in your sleep.
So, blank. You wake up. You're currently clutched in the arms of your quote-unquote best friend, Flex. His arms are basically around you. He is fast asleep, and you are essentially a plushie in the arms of a giant child in some ways.
All right. Can I tickle Flex to make him move around so I can wiggle out?
You can give it a try. I will say give me a dexterity roll.
Dexterity or sleight of hand or something, or
Sleight of hand will
straight
work.
dex?
Sleight of hand will work.
Okay.
Okay, you start tickling. All right, Flex, roll me a con save.
Okay. Con save.
Aha.
In your sleep, you feel feathers tickling your ribs. It is very funny, and you're starting to jerk spasmodically. as a result of this. Possibly laughing, possibly just jerking.
Fair enough.
Not the phrase to use in that situation.
Yeah.
Sorry. Uh, sometimes my brain fills with alliteration before I start thinking about what the words actually mean.
She's jerking her bird.
But
Well, he was.
no.
Flex is so happy to have you back. He's jerking the bird.
No. In this case, because of the jerks of the spasmodic jerks of the muscles,
Yeah.
because of the tickling, Flex. I'm sorry. Blank is able to get out from underneath the grip.
Okay.
All right. I take one of the pillows and stuff it in there to replace me.
It's no longer tickling, and it's back to complete dreamy land for Flex.
Okay.
I climb up into the hammock and then just start. I climb over the hammock and then I see if I can get the hammock and into Flex's bed without waking him.
We can't hear you.
I'm hearing a lot of dishes.
Yeah.
That's not me.
Sorry. You're cutting in and out, but I didn't know if you guys could hear the dishes. I'll stop the dishes.
Yeah. You can mute maybe.
Yeah, change to push to talk.
Uh,
Oh, I need to do that.
that involves technology.
All right, but I want to see if I can get Cotton out of the hammock and into Flex's bed without waking him up.
All right. This, considering your relative sizes, will require a strength check.
Okay. All right, here we go. 5.
Nope. You try to grab him, but because you are a small bird person, and even though he is a gnome, you find yourself unable to lift him out of the bed. Or out of the hammock, rather.
All right.
He's just too heavy
Okay.
for you.
I
Wake up in the attempt.
Yeah, Cotton, roll. Actually, yeah, because we're going to treat the ones and ones on this one just because they're such a funny roll to say that even this does not wake him up. He is fast asleep.
All right. In that case,
Good call.
in that case, I just flip the hammock over, dumping him onto Flex.
I knew you were going to do that.
Flex, con save.
Natural one, come on. Do, 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 do.
Flex?
Lex, are you there?
Flex.
Maybe we should move to another tent for a minute.
Sorry, I'm here. What's wrong?
Con save, please.
Yeah. Oh yes, natural one.
Except that in this case, you wanted Flex to roll high to stay sleeping. Flex, you're holding a pillow, having sweet dreams, thinking you're still holding Blank, and all of a sudden a weight comes crashing down onto your chest. The weight is snoring because they unfortunately rolled low and stayed asleep because of an earlier roll off. But in your case, your roll low was to see if you stay asleep when getting hit. And in this case, you woke up.
Okay, Flex is gonna react and say, "You can't have best friend again!" and hit me across the room.
Hey.
Roll for attack. Give me an athletics roll. All right. So basically, what happens is you sit up bolt right. A cotton goes sliding off of your body after he hit, and you end up tossing the pillow across the room, probably with Blank staring at you.
I think I need another Constitution save.
Yes, I'll give you another Constitution save.
Best friend, what's going on?
Cotton, you're kind of groggy, but you kind of think that your face is touching something solid. And last thing you remember, it was you were laying in a soft hammock. This isn't right.
My face is touching what?
Like wood, something solid.
Okay.
I point to Cotton and make that gesture in the in character chat. Then I point to Flex after I make that gesture.
You want to hug Cotton? I mean, you can hug him. Why did you throw him on me, though? Do you both want a hug? Is that what you mean, best friend? Everybody come in for a hug. And he hugs
What's going on?
Dragon Cotton.
What? No, what?
You're being lifted up by a large shaved bugbear.
Having the hug.
Have you heard of personal boundaries?
Sorry, we're huggers here.
So as you guys are waking up, let's look in on Selmy.
I guess Selmy's in her own cart.
Yes, she is.
I guess I'll wake up and probably go see about breakfast.
Nobody cooking it yet.
Yeah, because Cotton isn't woken up yet. Well, he's being hugged to death.
Do we fire going?
There's at least a fire going, yes.
Do I see like cooking ingredients about the campfire?
I think you would, yeah. Give me a
Okay,
survival check to see how well you rustle up some breakfast.
Oh,
Damn.
You find an egg, and that's about it. You're not certain if this was supposed to be a chicken egg or if this was some other type of egg, but it's cooking. Looks a little green for some reason.
Is it cracked or is she hard boiling it?
No. The egg as it's cooking is it instead of being like a nice yellow egg, it's like green eggs and ham. So it's green. It's like a green egg. Green egg yolk.
Okay, I was just wondering if it was the shell or the yolk was. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's the yolk. Gross.
I'm gonna set my failure aside in a safe spot and then go find Cotton because he's the new cook bitch, isn't he?
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
You hear
Way of phrasing it.
you hear a thud, and you think you hear muffled yelling from Flex inside the trailer.
Personal space. Boundaries.
And now you hear Cotton. You hear Cotton's voice yelling that.
I'm on.
Hugged to death.
I'm gonna, after an appropriate amount of cuddle puddle time, I'm gonna hop down and say, hey, this guy promised to be the breakfast bitch. We need breakfast.
I don't remember using those words.
That should be our first T-shirt.
Breakfast bitch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'll start marking up designs. Choose your breakfast bitch.
What? What did I walk into?
Okay, so did I? Am I free of Flex's arms?
Well, I mean, he just gave you a quick hug, so probably.
I think Flex has finally let you go. It sounds like.
All right. I'll go see what I can find. Find survival.
Friends, it's breakfast time. Who doesn't
yeah.
love breakfast?
Yeah, you find all the ingredients and you get right to work.
Wait, you
Who's the breakfast?
mentioned that you ended the hug, so the hug just kept going and going.
Who's the breakfast bitch now, huh?
So wait, is Flex just like carrying him over and just like holding him up while he cooks? How is this forever working?
I let him go. I let him and go to be able to go do my morning routine.
Tell me about the amazing breakfast I make.
Well, it sounds like you have the makings of waffles, of whatever this world's equivalent of eggs Benedict is, of maybe some crepes. Basically, you got an omelet station going. You got all the best prime breakfast stuff.
Yeah, I want to roll a perception because I want to see
God.
if. Where is perception? Oh, there it is. I just wanted to see if I could see what Selmy tried to make.
You think you see a little green egg, just half cooked, laying on the ground nearby.
Anybody know what this is?
That result of me with no coffee.
It looks like something. It looks like something. Small friend made.
Now, here's the thing. How many?
No,
how
that
many,
is an atrocity.
Somebody definitely knows coffee, but does any of the other characters know coffee?
Grace knew coffee.
Flex is worried about coffee. He only really drinks like water or protein shakes, so he just kind of pats her on the head and is like, "Yes, coffee, small friend, coffee."
So how common is it in this world?
It's something that is well known in Emlarn, which is down in Eberus. It is well known in the small island nation of. Okay, why am I spacing on the name of it? Small island nation to the west, Zephyrsburg, I believe it's called.
Did I roll something to see if I know what it is?
Yes.
History?
Yes.
Okay. I guess I don't.
You're unfamiliar with coffee.
What is this? Coffee?
Point to a box and say, it's in there. You make it like tea.
All right, I'll throw some together for you.
Just boil the beans. No grinder. She didn't say anything about grinders.
It is
so.
probably what the most expensive thing Selmy has, even more so than her drugs, considering how hard it is to obtain coffee.
Then it's even
Evelyn?
funnier if he boils the beans.
Guess I'll roll another survival.
He does not do well with making the coffee. He made a rest of breakfast perfectly. Coffee, on the other hand,
I don't know this drink.
This is the worst, weakest coffee you have ever tasted, Sylvie.
It's literally just a cup of hot water with one bean in it.
Sammy's gonna chew
Is
the
this
bean
what you
in
meant?
the hopes. Yeah, she's gonna drink the water and chew the bean with the hopes of trying to absorb the caffeine that way. And then she's going to also eat the amazing breakfast.
Hey. Anybody
Anybody
else want breakfast?
She's gonna. Well,
I
as
can roll a
Selmy eats
perception.
it, she's just gonna look up at Cotton and be like, "That'll do."
I'll just call out. Grubs on.
Okay, I rolled a perception to see if I could smell it. I cannot smell it.
Your nose is sadly clogged up this morning.
It's all that caramel.
I holler out. Grubs on.
Okay, I'll come eat.
I'll also go eat.
You probably see a very grumpy looking Selmy at that point.
Best
Probably looks something like Zach's owl meme.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
That's me. With my bean water and my crunchy bean water.
Trying to follow the instructions. Sorry.
Yeah, since it's so expensive, Selmy is going to drink every bit of it anyway.
Is Blank coming?
No, Blank is still trying to drink his coffee. And
Okay,
air quotes on coffee, by the way.
but you're here and you're having breakfast, is what I was saying.
Oh yeah, did you not see the gif of me eating?
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Pay
What
attention,
about?
man.
And now that Bubbles has joined in the breakfast, what is Tonka doing?
I'm gonna join for breakfast after I put my hair up in spikes.
Ooh. Let me see. See, either disguise kit or performance. I think would be good for that one.
Yeah. Let's see. Ooh, I did not open.
Either charisma or dexterity, depending on how you're feeling about that.
Let me find it.
Ooh.
I guess I can go with that. That's still a
Oh,
pretty
wow.
high roll in 19, so regardless of which
Oh,
one you
whoops!
would have
I
chosen.
clicked on the wrong one.
No, that's okay. You still rolled a 19. Oh, not 19. Sorry, you rolled a 15. Either way, a 15 is still a really good, a pretty good roll when trying to do your hair. And I know there's some bonuses on top of that anyway, so that would be closer to 20 anyway. So you succeed in putting your hair up into a decent style of spikes, and you come and join your breakfast companions and Selmy, who doesn't look very happy, with Cotton, who apparently has cooked up a feast, of Blank, who is forever his blank self, and Bubbles, who just seems to have wandered over here.
I think Flex is still doing her morning routine.
Yep, morning skincare routine. Gotta take care of the muscles.
Yeah, Flex is busy oiling himself, making sure that hair doesn't grow back.
I guess I'll ask if anybody knows what the plan for the day is. If, like, how many shows and when, and if we're changing, which acts or anything.
Selmy know that?
You pretty much have about the acts that you did yesterday, and they might be allowing Flex back with his act, and assuming that
Okay.
assuming that Blank is not falling conscious again, Blank with his act.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm back. What about Blank? Yeah, what about Blank?
We're just discussing acts.
Yeah, Blank is practicing some tumbles, and oh wait, did we level up yet, or are we still level 2?
We're still level 2.
You're still level 2.
Okay. Yeah. Blank is doing some stretches and practicing some of his tumbling. So we'll go with acrobatics. Ooh, fuck.
You fall flat on your beak, and Flex isn't there to witness it. What was that, Selmy?
Do I see this? I just wanted to know if I saw him do that.
Yeah, that's over by you guys are eating breakfast.
Does he take damage?
No, it's just a little tumble onto his beak.
Okay. Never mind then.
Didn't try and sell him something.
If he was injured, I was gonna go help him.
All right. Well, if nobody's doing anything, I'm gonna I'm gonna head to the
Hello?
ringleaders. Hello.
Yeah.
Somebody's.
Oh, we seem to have lost an Andy.
Andy, yeah, Andy's like on.
She'll probably be right back.
I was gonna head to the ringleaders and see if I could talk to them.
All right. You head over to the carriage of the sisters. It's currently closed. What do you wish to do?
You hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah.
I random sound.
Lightly knock on the door.
You hear a bit of a
Bubbles would
shot.
like to keep an eye on him. He's been talking a lot about Cardidium, and it's making her uncomfortable. So she'd like to just sort of follow and hang back and
All right,
and
stealth.
just see what he's doing.
Stealth check from Bubbles.
I didn't necessarily say I was hiding.
Oh, okay. You said you follow. Okay, you're just following after him. All right. So
I'm just following.
He went over to the sisters' caravan. He's knocking. Here's a bit of a slight groan from inside. Going, what?
No, you're right. I am rolling stealth because I don't want them to associate me with him. That didn't go too well. All right. Sorry. Go on with the groaning.
You hear from inside. What?
I didn't hear what that was.
I didn't either.
It was a groaned out what?
Oh.
Sorry, my microphone must not be picking it up.
Breakfast is ready out here if you want to come on out.
Go away, please.
Sorry, I just wanted to check if you needed anything else.
Just need some silence.
Okay, I will go on back to the breakfast area.
Yeah, and you see that that Meryl is at least out there. Apparently that was Fundlemorph inside the thing. Meryl has come over to inspect the breakfast and is, picking some stuff out.
Okay, I'm gonna come back over and I'm going to ask Meryl if Fundlemorph is okay. She seems just to be in a lot of pain and under stress lately. She had a headache yesterday and she's grumpy. And is everything okay? Are you guys fighting? Is she hurt?
I think she just says she has a bit of a headache and has decided to lay down for now.
Oh, she had a headache last
hurt.
night too.
We're not fighting.
Okay.
I'll ask her. Do you want me to put together a plate for her?
Anything that can be kept, that'll still be okay in a while. I mean, we can just set some stuff aside for her, and when she wants to eat, it'll be ready.
All right, I'll do that.
What do I have to roll to realize it's a drinking problem?
You can roll insight, medicine. You can decide it's a drinking problem. That's up to you.
Okay, well, I feel like I can catch where this is going, but Bubbles wouldn't. So, yeah, I guess I'll roll medicine. I'm sure to be it's wisdom based. That'll go awesome. Oof. Yeah, headaches. Those suck.
Hold on, let me. Actually, do I have medicine? You know what? I'm just gonna roll medicine and see if Blank knows anything. Oh, motherfucking natural 20.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so Blank is just he hears that and just busy himself like throwing herbs and seemingly random bullshit into a pot.
All right. Yeah. I think I'm gonna bring Zach. I think I'm gonna bring Blank down to whispers.
Yeah.
All right. So with that 22 in medicine, you start thinking about it, like hearing the symptoms and all that. And while Bubbles is like, maybe drinking, something along those lines, possibly muttering that, possibly she's just projecting that a lot. You're thinking about how the fact that you, first of all, haven't noticed her with any, alcohol, drinks at all. Not that, you're.
It's the entire first half of that.
Said that, with your 22 in medicine, while you might be overhearing Bubbles possibly mentioning that, oh, maybe she's just drinking, you recall that you have not actually seen Funnelmore drinking anything, but then again, you've been unconscious for a day, so it's possible you missed something. But you'd heard that Selmy had, Selmy possibly mentioned it over breakfast, that she needed to give Funnelmorph a potion yesterday for the headaches, and this was more in the afternoon. You've also noticed that she's been a lot more short-tempered lately, and while you haven't been with the circus anywhere near as long as Selmy, that's a bit out of character for her. It's as if something's wrong. And that's, whatever it is, it's causing her headaches, and she's just been holed up in her in the main trailer for a lot longer than normal.
Right. Is it possible that I can sneak into Selmy's what's it called, wagon, and get some opium?
You can certainly try.
I think that's a
Give me a stealth check to see if you slip away unnoticed from the rest of your party.
Not bad.
All right.
Unfortunately.
Not bad. I'm gonna give them a second to see if they post anything. And at which point, give me a sleight of hand to see if you're noticed going into Selmy's cabin.
Ooh, 17.
Alright,
Come
I'll
on,
give them a
come
minute
on.
to see. Yeah, Cotton's not paying any attention. Alright. Then we're gonna end the whisper thing here because most of them have seen you.
Alright.
Cotton is perceptive as fuck.
Alright. The majority of you notice Blank suddenly wander away from the breakfast eating area and heading over to Selmy's trailer.
Oh, God.
Oh, I'm totally following him.
To sell me? Or
To her carriage trailer. I keep saying trailer. I guess I like the term trailer better.
oh no, I just was confused. I thought you meant what's her face, not sell me.
Meryl.
Selmy.
Yeah,
Whoever it is who sells the drugs, I'm pretty sure it's Selmy, right?
Yes.
yeah, tell me. So Bubbles is done eating, right? She's gonna follow too. She's kind of
Totally
just
following.
hanging around.
I'm probably just busy cleaning up breakfast.
Okay.
Well, he's only halfway through his routine, but the last time that best friend wandered away, nothing good happened. So he's gonna follow too. Flexes.
Well, why would you know? You're in your trailer and he's by the campfire.
Yeah, that's right. Flex. That's right. Flex is the only one. Flex and Cotton are the only two who don't see this because Flex is busy doing self-care and Cotton is cleaning.
Self-care is important, people.
You percept the hell out of your muscles. They look awesome.
Yeah.
I look awesome. That sell me potion did its job.
Yeah. So for Flex,
You
this
need
would
to buy
probably
some
be
more of that.
this would probably be a disadvantage. So the 4 would then come into play, which explains why Flex doesn't notice. Anyway, so the rest, so Bubbles, Selmy, and Tonka are all following Blank over to Selmy's trailer. And currently he's trying to open the door. Selmy, did you lock it?
Not because I'm like a halfling and this is home.
All right.
But
So he's just
We're in a
walking.
strange city,
Ah,
so I don't know.
You've been with the carnival for a while. Like, it's not
Yeah,
like
I
you're
wouldn't
fresh out of the
expect
Shire.
Yeah. Well, no, I wouldn't expect any of you guys to go in, but then again, we're in a strange city, so yeah, I guess I might have just to keep thieves out.
yeah. Blank.
So
Blank is,
I'm gonna.
Well,
Yeah.
and I'm around, and I'm an unknown.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true too.
all right.
Okay. Yeah, I
So, yeah.
definitely locked it then.
So yeah, Blank, you're testing the door. It's locked, and before you can like potentially get up, pick lockpicks or anything like that, you'd notice that that Selmy and Bubbles and Tonka are all standing there.
Okay, my thing decided to. There it goes. Hang on. And then I kind of just. Oh God, what'd you say her name was?
Whose name?
The person I'm making the hangover cure for.
Fundlemorph.
Bundlemorph?
Yeah, Glendalmorph. Yeah, sorry.
Fundlemorph.
Can you post it in the Discord because I
Sure.
sound like you're saying Grundlemorph.
Fundle morph.
Fundlemorph. Yeah. I point to Fundlemorph. They kind of like gesture to my head, and then kind of make a confused expression, and then point into Selmy's thing, mime pouring something into the drink, and then just kind of just that hippie arm wave is like, whoa man, that kind of
Yeah.
I'm gonna go unlock it for him.
give you a
And just
give
do
you
that,
a
like-
refund.
Do the grand waving hand gesture like after you.
All right, I go in and go straight to where you keep the opium.
Oh,
Rosalind.
Yeah, like unerringly, like I should not know where the opium is this readily.
I mean, technically, opium isn't illegal here, so it's not like this is like
Any respectable compounder will lock up something like the opium, even if it's not illegal, because
Yeah.
it's also expensive. Like, have you seen the process as to
see
how they
know what
make
he's
opium?
doing.
You see him probably searching through your medicinal herbs.
Yeah, again, just like
Can
I
Wanna, like if I can tell by what he's grabbing, if I can tell what he's about to make.
Give me insight or intelligence.
Can I do medicine? Because I have medicine.
Sure. Let's go with that. Yeah, he seems to be doing something for like pain management, kind of like what you did yesterday.
yeah, and it's 2 drops of opium into the tea mug.
Really?
And, yeah. Then I
Is that really a hangover cure?
shrug and nod.
Well, back in the day, it was used for such. Of course,
Do
that's
they?
sort of,
It was used for everything.
That sort of cure used to kill kids, but yeah.
Thanks for children.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it used to kill them. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, it used to kill a lot more than children, too, because you could self-administer as much as you wanted.
Yep.
The strong ones will survive, and that's how you increase the strength of the species.
Oh,
So
God.
sadly, that.
You kids these days with your attenuated medicine and proper dosage and addiction treatments, you're making humanity weaker. Yeah, I just kind of put the 2 drops in, then kind of trundle out of the apartment and go over to Thundlemorph. Blech.
Yeah, her trailer door is still closed.
Yeah, I mime knocking.
Clean up the mess he left.
Bubbles and Tonka, do you stay with Selby and help her with the mess, or do you follow Blank?
I'm going to follow Blank, but again, I'm going to try to stay back. Fundlemorph is not happy. I don't really want her to associate me with all of these people bugging her. So I want to see what's happening, but...
All right, so you're successfully hanging back and seeing Blank do exactly what he did to your trailer the other night. Tonka, what about you? What are you doing?
I guess I'll have a look too, but also I don't really want to be that involved, so I'll hang back.
All right. Give me a stealth. You're trying to, not be seen by anybody who might open the door.
Not stealthy.
Yeah, you're
well,
a bit
I do have
bit
spiked hair
closer.
today.
Yeah, you're a bit closer to Blank, and your hair is all coolly spiked up.
Yeah, but again, just through this entire time, my hand is not actually making contact with the door. I'm just again miming,
You're just
miming, not.
miming.
Yeah.
So, like, you expect somebody else to come do it?
No, I expect her to know that I'm knocking and answer.
Ah,
I
This character
don't think I'm
came
gonna
with
do it for him.
playing those flaws.
I'm just gonna keep watching. I could go over and knock for him, but then I'd be involved, and that's what the stealth is for. So Bubbles is just gonna
that
hang
wonderful
out and
stealth.
see if somebody else comes along, or how long he's just gonna stand there.
Sell me. It doesn't take you long to clean up after Blank. So he actually didn't leave much of a mess. Do you? do you stay in your trailer, or would you like to go after him? And Flex, give me an insight.
Uh,
Flex just stays in his relaxation. Cucumber
oh,
slices and an avocado mask.
this is great.
Wow.
I'm probably done cleaning up after breakfast. Should I percept or something?
Sure. But tell me, what are you doing?
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry,
I'll
I
go
hit
see
it
what
twice.
this
I
was
didn't.
about.
I didn't see it go.
What'd you say? Something?
I'll go see what this was about.
Yeah. So you just see Blank miming knocking on Vendelmorph's door.
At this point, by the way, 9 minutes have passed. And I'm still just pretending to knock the entire time.
Oh.
And you see
I'll help a brother out.
Yeah, Taka is standing nearby, and so you go over and you knock on the trailer door, and once again you're hearing a what?
It's Dr. Selmy.
Do I have to let you in?
Yes.
It should be open.
I'm gonna open the door for him.
Blank just opens the door and strikes a pose holding the drink.
All right, so you look into this trailer, and you see that like the curtains have been drawn over any of the little windows. You notice a couple other curtains in strange strategic places, and you see that Frontalmorph is just kind of laying in bed with a pillow over her head. There's a little bit of trash on the floor between the two beds. Like, they're basically like, you ever been in an RV with the bunk beds? You know what I'm talking about. But either way, anyway, the beds are on either side of, or they're separated by a little walking area. And like the other bed is more pristine. And this bed, like, where Fendelorf's laying, there's like a little bit of trash on the ground. It looks like, bits of half-eaten food that have just been dropped there, like maybe somebody's lost appetite.
I'm gonna try to
information.
Bubbles wants to sort of scoot around and try to see in, but still not be seen. Do I need another stealth and a perception, or?
Yes.
Okay. There's the stealth. Wow. And the perception. We're all gonna die later because I've used all my good rolls. Not so good on the perception though. I'm too busy trying not to be seen.
Yeah. So tell me, you look around and amid the bits of trash that are on the ground, you notice like a really tiny sliver of, well, not really tiny sliver. You kind of notice a sliver of glass as the sun coming into from the door that you're standing in catches a bit of a reflection.
Just some glass, like broken glass.
Yep, some broken glass among the other bits of detritus on the ground inside the trailer.
Oh, Fundy, leave broken glass around you. It's caravanning 101. I'm gonna clean up the broken glass.
All right.
Oh, and Blank has a migraine cure for you.
She kind of slowly sits up. The one yesterday helped a little bit, but it
It's
didn't
his
help
own
the dreams.
recipe.
What
It's
did
his
he-
recipe.
what did
I
he
watched
put in
him
it?
make it. It's good. He's trying a little opium instead of the herbs that I usually use. We'll give it a try. I mean, it's a legit recipe.
Will it help with the bad dreams? She takes the teacup from Blank.
Bad dreams. That's not normally associated with a migraine. How long have you had these bad dreams?
She kind of like looks around for a moment and then sips at. Is it tea at all, or is it just like cold water with the opium in it?
I mean, it started out as like legitimate tea with 2 drops opium in there. It's been like 9-10 minutes.
So it's cold tea. Got it.
Cold brew.
So she just like sips at it and like looks at it for a moment and sips again. Yeah, some really bad dreams. Just it's a pretty nasty creature.
Having these dreams.
What?
How long have you been having these dreams?
I think it started a few weeks, maybe a month ago. Just like not every night, and recently it got a lot worse after what happened a couple of days ago.
I cast sleep on her.
All right. We'll sleep.
Oh, hang my character sheet vanished. Give me a second. Character sheet. Sleep.
Okay. Yeah. The teacup falls out of her hand and crashes to the ground.
Can I make a
like
a dexterity roll to try catching
Go for it.
That would just dex, not saving throw or anything.
No, it would be a saving throw because you're it's a reaction, so it's a saving throw.
Damn it!
Nope. The tea spills on the ground. It kind of splashes up and goes everywhere. But
Well, no, she already drank tea. I was just trying to put it up.
No, she was sipping on it. She hadn't drunk it yet.
Okay, I wait to cast that until after she drinks all the tea. Sorry, I thought she had already drunk it.
That might be a while because she was in the middle of a conversation, and it's a cold cup of tea, so she was slightly slipping on it.
I thought she kind of slugged it back. Is what I thought.
No. She was lightly sipping on it because it's cold.
Okay, well, never mind then. Never mind. I misunderstood what was going on.
So yeah, she's just kind of like looking bleary-eyed at Selmy.
Can I medicine check her?
Sure. She does look like she's fighting a headache.
Hmm.
Can I help you, sir?
Tonka, you at the door or did you stay back?
I don't know how big these places are. I might have come in if it's like big enough for us to come in. Otherwise, I got bored.
All right. Well, if you're standing, if at all you're standing at, probably would have been standing at the door since like Selmy's in there, Fendelmorph's in there, Blank's in there. There's like 3 smaller people in there, and it's a place designed for the comfort of dwarves. So
Yeah, it looks pretty tiny, so seems boring. I'll probably like go outside and do
Hello?
show off stuff. Oh,
that sounds
sounds
like
like
Zach got a
someone's
call.
sound broke. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I thought I heard a ringtone.
Oh, maybe.
So yeah, she's sipping on the tea. Selmy's like looking at her. Tonka has wandered off. Bubbles is still kind of hiding behind something, and sees Tonka slipping off.
Bubbles is just is like resigned to listening and not really seeing, because she wants to know things are starting to build up enough that she's realizing something's off, but she also remembers yesterday when Flex almost got kicked out, and she just doesn't want to piss off Fundlemorph anymore. She wants to sort of, yeah, she just wants to skulk in the background and know what's going on, but not be seen as bugging anybody.
Okay. Flex's beauty routine is causing me to hold back laughter at them.
Butter.
Butter.
Sorry.
That is an
It's
amazing
fabulous.
routine, and we love it.
He doesn't do all these steps all the time. Like, the candle, the meditation and stuff is like special. He had a rough week.
Oh, I thought
Yeah.
you were making like a pickle.
What's going on with Cotton with that low perception roll earlier?
It means that you have no idea where everyone else went. You're just kind of standing there, the breakfast area having cleaned up, and seeing weird looks from other people who work at the carnival. They've just woken up to get food and noticed that you've already put stuff away.
Oh, okay. My bad. I'll get it all back out. I thought everyone was done.
Nope, it was just the group that you've made friends with.
Sorry, guys. Give me a second.
Anyway. So tell me, what are your plans here?
I'm gonna let her drink the tea. Is that enough to know if, like, say, a cure wounds might help her better?
Give me an Arcana check.
Damn.
Well, you're not seeing any visible blood. You just see kind of like haunted looking eyes. That's about it.
I didn't detect magic, although I kind of want to do that. So I think I'm going to file this away for later. If she's still looking bad tomorrow, I think I want to do a detect magic on her or something. I think it has something to do with those gemstones. In fact, I'm going to tell her as much. I'm like, I think maybe this has something to do with the gemstones that Grace brought into the camp.
I thought they were all destroyed.
They were, but the creature actually touched you, which is making me wonder if that's why it suddenly got worse.
It touched my sister too, but she's fine.
Did you? I'm just wondering if maybe you're more sensitive to whatever was powering those gemstones. But
do you happen to know what that was?
No, I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm trying. Apparently, though, the sore that Bubbles, unfortunately, the thing that happened, apparently That is similar to what a bunch of late-stage drug addicts are experiencing.
So, this sort of thing has been happening in town?
Well,
That's what
this
the
thing is massive.
that's what the healer at the Temple of Malia said, or Mela. Was it Mila? Is that where we went?
The Grand Cathedral?
Oh, is that where we went to get her healed? I thought we went to
Yeah.
like the temple.
Yeah, the Grand Cathedral. You guys went to the Grand Cathedral.
Okay. Yeah, that's what the healer at the Grand Cathedral said. And it's apparently very difficult to cure. But maybe
I haven't
maybe
had any
you
of
should go.
those bumps.
Have you had anything on your body? Any other kind of symptoms?
She kind of like looks down at her hands, like turns them over a couple times. She looks back at you and shakes her head. No rashes, no bumps, just just bad dreams.
I think if you could tolerate the trip, I think you should go see the healer at the Grand Cathedral. This is a little bit above my pay grade.
But you seem to know more about it.
Yeah, I mean, as in like power-wise, I don't think this is something I can heal.
No. I mean, you've been finding out about, these drug addicts, those bumps.
Yeah, because of the powder. Like, oh, I guess I never told you. When we fought the monster, I was able to peel a scab off one of them crystals. Because when I examined it, it looked like it was more like a scab, like it was sores that this creature had instead of, crystals. Like the crystals were the scabs. And so I peeled one off with my dagger, and I was going to save it to investigate it later, but when the thing left, it just immediately turned to dust. So I took the dust to the healer at the Grand Cathedral, and she said that it looked similar to a drug that people are calling rock, but except mine was clear, and theirs is either, was it blue and red, I think? And, like, they're experiencing all these symptoms, but I'm just wondering, because we had those crystals for a couple of months, and you said that's when the dreams started, and then they got really bad when we fought the creature. I'm thinking it has to be related.
Yeah, that's why I was so surprised that the creature looked nothing like what I've been seeing in my dreams.
Like, maybe it's possible there's other creatures in that mirror place it came from. Maybe
Bubbles
he
is-
was under the control of something else.
She glances over at a portion of the room that's covered by a cloth and then looks back at you. Yeah, maybe.
If Bubbles is gonna sort of inch around since she
I'm-
doesn't seem angry and ask what the creature she's been seeing looks like.
Final suddenly
She-
looks up and at the doorway and suddenly notices Bubbles standing there. What? Oh. Once again, she glances at that spot and then looks back over at you. Oh, go ahead, Selmy.
Selmy clocked the gesture?
Yeah, Selmy was looking right at her, so I'm not even gonna have you roll for it. You would have seen her.
Okay, I'm gonna wait till she answers Bubbles' question, and then I'm gonna ask her about it.
Saw this being, long face, wings, breasts, two sets of horns, a long tail, and like hooved feet. Very fiendish. It's always staring at me from the mirror. And it's whispering, but I can't quite hear it.
That
Sorry, you
sounds
said two
bad.
sets of what? This is out of character. I'm trying to write this down. You said 2 sets of what?
2 sets of horns.
Horns, okay.
Like one set like a bull's and one set like a ram's.
Bubbles is concerned because she definitely doesn't want to have to bite something that gives her the bumps again. So she's gonna she's gonna ask if Fundlemorph is trying to cover reflective surfaces, if that's what the mirror and the curtains are about. Do you see it all the time, even when you're awake, in reflective surfaces?
She swallows. Give you a persuasion roll.
Okay.
She kind of gives Selmy a guilty look, and glances over at Blank as well, since I think he's still in the room, right? Before locking eyes with Bubbles, and says, "Yeah, I see it. It in the mirror. It's sometimes. I'm not sure if I'm awake or asleep."
That's not good.
This is definitely cleric territory, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that we should
go to the cathedral.
Yeah, I'm gonna volunteer to show her where it is, because that sounds bad. I don't want our carnival marked by face-deforming monsters.
We persuade her to go to the Grand Cathedral and see the High Lady Healer that was there.
All right. Who's gonna go with her if you guys go?
Bubbles.
Oh, I'll go.
Not me. I don't know what's going on.
What about Flex? Or sorry, Zach, what about Blank?
Do
Blank.
we need to carry her?
No, she
Should
can
we ask
walk.
Flex to carry her? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But she is kind of stumbling a little bit as she gets up.
Yeah. Nobody can read Blank's expression, but he's following along with all you guys.
Okay.
Or they are following along. Sorry, I should say more accurately.
I didn't hear anything for a minute there. Did Fundlemorph agree to go, or are we
Fundlemorph's agreeing to go? Yeah.
Okay. Because we're taking her either way. I just wanted to know how hard it was. Yeah. Okay. Bubbles will we'll kind of reach down and hook a hand under her armpit. She can't really drape an arm over, given the size difference. So it's more like hauling a toddler who's having some sort of fit. But
dwarves are a bit less than 5 feet tall, so it's not quite a toddler. Selmy is size closer to a toddler.
Okay. Okay, then yeah, 5 feet.
This is a bit. This is a foot taller than them. So.
Yeah, I'm only a foot taller than her, so then I will drape her arm across my back.
Yeah. This is more like a child size compared to toddler size.
Okay, then I'll be slightly less embarrassing about helping her. But I'll also be careful about actually, you know what? I'll verbally offer first because she's my boss. I'll ask if she wants me to help support her.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be good.
Should we grab Flex? He's really strong. He could probably just carry her. Guys, do you think we should get Flex to help with this?
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah,
okay. I'll prop up Fundlemorph if you go get Flex.
Flex is having breakfast.
Okay.
Doesn't mean we can't talk to him.
I didn't say. I was just saying where Flex is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of skip off Dingo grab Flex. And I literally mean just grab Flex by the wrist and pull them along like Flex.
Hi, best friend. Did you eat some of this sausage? Or about the eggs Benedict? He made a beautiful hollandaise sauce. It was beautiful.
I am not paying any attention to anything.
Where are we going, best friend?
I'm pulling you along to Thundermorph's cabin.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, he follows. I mean, he's still eating a sausage, but he's following, and he yells back, "Fluffy friend, save me a plate. I want some more eggs Benedict later."
Okay, what's going on? Sorry, I didn't see anything that's going on.
Best friend needs my help, probably to throw someone. So send me the hollandaise sauce. It's dreamy.
Throwing. I am suddenly regretting my idea of bringing Flex.
Alright, so yeah, suddenly Cotton, you seem to be all alone.
Where's Meryl?
Meryl is inside the big top getting things prepared.
Hey, can I sneak into their trailer?
Sure. You can go back into the trailer now that Funnel Muffer's out.
I want to look around and see if I can find anything in there that can help me later with my mentalism trick, so that I can convince them I can be their mentalist.
All right. So let's see. The trash has been cleaned up off the floor. There is a half-filled cup of tea sitting on one of the unmade bed. There's a made bed that doesn't seem to have anything interesting on it. There are several things that are just draped in cloths. What do you want to do?
Can I roll an insight?
Do you mean investigation?
Investigation.
All right. Where do you want to start?
Was it Meryl that I was talking to the other day about mentalism?
It would have been both of them. Like, you just see two beds, you don't know which one's which.
Okay.
Like I said, one is not made and has a cup of half-filled tea that's cold sitting on it, and the other one is nicely made.
I'll go to the nicely made bed and look around there.
All right, you start searching through. You get up in the few drawers, see some clothes. This seems to be Meryl's bed. You see various juggling balls in there. Not too much in the way of anything interesting. She seems to live pretty simply, or very out in the open.
Okay.
There's also like a little hand mirror that's tucked underneath a few other things.
Okay.
Where would you like to look next?
I guess the other bed.
Right.
Another investigation.
Nope, same investigation. I'm going to use the same investigation. All right. There's a half-cold cup of tea. The bed is unmade. It smells like nobody's taking care of it in a bit. Like, whoever's using this one is having a problem. You kind of open up the drawer, and things are just tossed haphazardly under here. There's what looks to be a mace. Looks to be a holy symbol. Kind of like laying down at the bottom. You find what looks like what used to be like a mirror, but it doesn't have any glass in it. It's just like kind of like a silver frame, kind of laying under there, and some other products for taking care of hair and that sort of stuff.
Do I recognize the holy symbol?
Give me a religion check. You're pretty sure it's to Maya, goddess of healing.
How do you spell that?
Malia. I think. Hold on. Let me get her thing up. Malia. Names.
Mela. Okay. All right, I will leave before I'm discovered.
All right. You don't want to check anywhere else in the trailer.
I don't. I don't want to risk getting discovered in there.
Okay. Just double checking.
I'm out.
All right. So, is Tonka the only other one that stayed back in camp, or did she go with the others?
If I saw them leaving, I would probably go at that point to head to town.
All right. So that just leaves
But
Cotton.
on the way out, I want to I want to tell Meryl where we're going.
All right. Meryl is busy getting things together inside the main tent.
You know, shout in there really quick. Hey, Meryl, we're taking Fundy to the healer.
What? And she comes over and looks at you. Something happened more? I thought she was just sleeping off her headache.
I think this is more than a headache. I think it might be related to those crystals Grace smuggled in. I think she needs a proper healer to look at her. I just have a suspicion. I mean, I just want to be thorough. Like, I feel like this is above my capabilities, but I just have this nagging suspicion that something's wrong. Like, this is more than a headache. So, and I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I'm gonna take her to someone better than me.
Just please take care of my sister.
Okay. I'm gonna reach up and, pat her on the shoulder. I'm like, okay, I do my best.
She smiles and
I got you, fam.
she reaches over and kind of gives you a little hug.
Okay. Let you know when we're back.
Be safe in the city.
All right, I'm gonna ask Fundlemorph if she would prefer to walk with me supporting her, or if she would like Flex to gently carry her.
I can walk.
Okay.
But
then I'll.
And she looks over at Flex. Thanks for the offer.
All right, I'll just keep supporting her.
All right. So the group of you take Fundlemorph into the city and get her towards the old town where the cathedral is sitting. Roll perception.
Damn, Selmy.
Flex, blank, Tonka. There we go. Tonka.
Sorry, we're doing perception?
Yes, please.
God damn, where did I hide? Hang on. My thing decided to hide. Here we go. That's, fairly solid perception across the board.
All right.
Well, she's our boss.
So it's a pretty busy morning. You see people coming of all shapes and sizes, kind of coming to and fro through the city, through the various gates, into the various districts and whatnot. You get to Old Town, you see various crowds of people. Some are heading into the cathedral, others seem to be heading into various government buildings. And you quickly notice that the group of you, possibly because of your support of a dwarf, not dwarf in particular, not specifically a dwarf, but anybody in particular supporting an individual, you seem to be drawing the attention of various guards in finned helmets.
I assumed I was carrying her like bridal style.
She declined.
What? That kind of hurts my feelings.
Oh,
Who doesn't
dear.
want to be cradled in these muscles? Oh,
I am so not getting involved in this. I'm just helping the boss walk.
I'm just.
Good.
I think we just keep heading in the direction of the cathedral. Like,
Mm-hmm.
nothing to see here. We are not suspicious.
Yeah, sick and injured people go to the cathedral all the time.
do you want me to yell that, small friend?
What?
I can yell that for you. We are not.
Nope. Inside voices. Inside voices.
You're definitely seeing one of the guards is staring completely at Flex at this point.
Hi, guard friend. But what small friend? Inside voices?
Inside voice.
Like in the tent?
Caravan voice. Caravan voice.
The guard is in question is slowly making his way over to your party.
Fuck.
Eyes locked on Flex. Appears to be a human male, probably in his 30s.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you tonight?
He kind of looks up at the sky, then looks back at you, and narrows his eyes. It's early in the morning. Why do you think it's night?
Because it's night in Illinois. I'm tired.
It's always night in my soul.
What is this Illinois you speak of?
My apologies, guard friend. I meant good morning. I had eggs Benedict today, and the hollandaise sauce was dreamy. Did you have eggs Benedict?
No, I had a crust of bread and cheese this morning.
Do you want some? I can have Fluffy friend give you some. You just need to come to the circus with us.
Is this some weird pitch for the circus?
No, just pretend like you're talking to a child. He's
A pretty big and odd-looking child. He kind of looks Flex up and down.
What?
You can come to the circus and be a friend, but we have to get boss friend to the church. Small friend says she's sick.
What kind of sick?
Small friend, what kind of sick?
intractable migraines. We have to take her to see the Grand Cleric.
Roll a persuasion check.
Bubbles is gonna roll 2 because she doesn't think this is any of his business and she wants him to back off.
He kind of frowns a bit and is looking you guys over, and then sighs, backing up a spot. It's like, all right, well, don't you be starting any trouble. This is the city. This isn't one of your circuses out there on the road.
I don't really like cities, but you seem nice. Thank you for talking to us.
We simply wish to procure the services of the cathedral, and then we will be on our way back to our place of employ.
Which you should come to and get some eggs Benedict.
Bubbles is gonna just mutter very, very quietly, I'm not responsible for what people do when they see how beautiful.
When they see what?
How beautiful I am. Basically implying that her dances have caused riots before, but she has no control over this.
You are very beautiful, bubbly friend.
Ah, thank you. I know, right?
this time, as you approach the cathedral, you don't appear to be the only one inside besides a priestess and the acolytes. You see...
Lovely friend, do you want to go inside the same way you did last time? Or should I make boss friend go in the same way?
No,
voice.
do not throw
Caravan
Fundlemorph. I got it. No, thank you. And I'm just gonna try to carefully help Fundlemorph up the stairs and kind of block Flex from being able to get to her in case Flex decides to throw her.
Flex turns to Blank and is like, best friend, is that not how you enter a church? It should be in the here, right?
Several other people who are mounting the steps alongside you are now turning and giving you looks and look rather worried as they approach the front of the cathedral. You can see that today, apparently, at this time of day, at the very least, or perhaps it's today in general, services are in progress. And there are people gathering.
Awkward.
Flex is not really interested in that. So he's going to stay outside the church and flex. Try to get people to appreciate his muscles.
I'm going to roll a religion to see if I can tell what their service is to, because this is the Grand Cathedral of everybody, right? No clue.
Yeah, it's the it's the Pantheon.
And I have no fucking clue what.
I'm gonna roll to see if I know how long this is gonna take.
You're not certain, but you've heard rumors that, like, basically during the day that there usually, some kind of services going on at like places like the Grand Cathedral. It's such a big space that there are people gathered for various general worship, this appreciation of the gods. Some who are just asking for luck, maybe setting up a candle or two. Some visiting like the statuary, and others who are just coming in for like consultations and such. So
okay, so it's not like just. So yeah, I was gonna do perception to see if I could find like a back door or something, but it sounds like people can go in for more than the services.
Yeah, it's like it's basically one of the differences between a cathedral and a regular temple. It's the sheer size of the inside here.
Okay.
I'm just gonna indicate to everybody that it's okay, we can still go in. There'll be someone.
Okay, I'm gonna help Fundlemorph in and try to be quiet as we pass the service part of it.
All right. Yeah, so you pass by like the holy font, and you see into like one of the side chambers. That's where like there seems to be some sort of service going on, and then you're again in the big room with all the statuary set up in calendar order.
Do I see the lady from last time?
We can go back to does it look like we can go back to the area we saw the lady last time?
Well, that was basically where you saw her last time. You saw her in the big statue area.
Oh, do we see her?
Roll perception checks.
Damn.
Fuck.
Wow. Very perceptive.
Wow, we are bad at this. Does Fundlemorph get one? Because that might be our only chance.
But everywhere. That's all I see.
You see
just
a bunch. You just see a group of like Dragonling Dragonling acolytes who are busy sweeping the temple.
Is Flex not with them?
Is who?
Is Flex not with them?
Flex
No,
is
I see
outside
outside.
flexing.
Oh, okay.
Hold on one second. Hold the wrong thing. Nope, she doesn't say anything either.
It's even worse.
Crap. All right, I'm gonna ask one of the Dragonlings.
So while you guys are doing that, Flex, you are outside flexing. Give me a performance check.
I just did. It's an 11.
You see people passing by on their way up to the cathedral, just kind of staring at you for a minute, but nobody's tossing you any coin. You see a gnome girl, kind of holding out little what looks to be flyers nearby. She spots you and carefully makes her way over and just like holds one up.
Hello, little friend. What do you have for me? He takes
Hi.
a flyer.
Remind me. Can Flexo read?
I think he can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it appears to be advertisements for the Grand Oran Theater. Basically talking about a performance of, one of their more famous performances, a play that involves love, loss, betrayal, all the standard buzzword sort of stuff, like gory imagery on there, and the picture of like a castle on it.
So Shakespearean tragedy.
Well, actually, it's the it's a recounting of the story of Barovia, but close to it.
He
Petition is
squats
what it
down
is.
to be able to look at the little girl, and he's like, "Thank you, little friend. This is exactly what I wanted. Is this your play?"
No, but I'm getting paid to hand out flyers.
Well, you're doing an excellent job. In fact, I want to give you a silver for being so good at it.
Her eyes widen. Really?
Yes, you're excellent at flexing your flyer giving muscle. It is amazing.
Thank you,
Blank
mister.
Flex is like the Flex is
Blank
like the anti-sorcerer. It's so the other direction that it also comes off creepy.
Sorry, speak up, Blank.
what?
I said speak up, Blank.
Oh, okay. Blank is going to kind of jump in, grab half the flyers, do a big cartwheel away, cast Unseen Servant, and act like he's throwing the flyers up in the air, but he's going to use the Unseen Servant to put them directly into people's hands nearby.
The little girl just stops smiling and just stares at this.
That's my best friend. He's trying to help. He can't talk though. Don't say anything because it makes him sad if you say something.
Can't say anything at all.
Yeah, just never speak again.
Oh, I took a silver out of my thing, so I definitely gave her a silver.
Yeah, she takes the silver, takes the rest of her flyers, and just starts wandering off.
Goodbye, little friend. Come to the circus tonight.
It's like other people are just like looking at the things that suddenly appeared in their hands.
Best friend, you're doing excellent at that.
Big ass bow, and then actually throw the rest of the flyers up in the air.
At this point, the guards who had been kind of watching Flex from a distance starts approaching again, kind of stares at Blank and says, "Hey, we have a pollution ordinance in this city. Pick those up."
Blank is going to now cast Silent Image, which means I'm going to pick them up, throw them up in the air, and you know how in like movies when the guy passes by the bus, when a guy on the run hides behind the bus drives past and he's gone. It's like that, but Blank is replaced with his own Silent Image.
And the guard just kind of shouts at the image again and goes, "Hey, what did I tell you? Clean those up!"
I'm going to let it go. Those are all my spell slots for the day. I hope we do nothing else. We only have cantrips at this point now. He's going to let
Chaos
Silent
and shenanigans.
let it just kind of fade away.
What the? And the guard immediately turns back to Flex and goes, "Where did your friend go?"
Oh, that's best friend. He plays silly tricks sometimes.
Well, I have it up to here with him. He's littering all over the place, and now he's run off.
I'll pick him up, though. I'm sorry, guard friend. I'll pick them up. Do you want a flyer? The little girl was giving them out.
He just kind of stares and waits for you to clean things up. And while you're doing that, back into the cathedral, you were asking one of the dragonlings?
Yeah, I was gonna ask one of the dragonlings if the high priestess healer is available.
And one of the dragonlings look at each other for a minute, and one of them that appears to be in like a bit more, robes and better robes than what they have, comes over and says, the high priestess is currently busy, Grand Priestess Luca. But if you're looking for healing, I have a little magic that I can work on. What sort of healing are you looking for?
And over to Selmy.
Lady here. I'm not sure. I think she might be possessed.
Possessed? That's not good. And you see Fendelmar's eyes just go, what? 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 I'm not possessed. What are you talking?
What?
Maybe you should stay here and wait for the Grand Priestess to be free. If you're really possessed, we have some rooms. We can try to help with that. Try to get you unpossessed. And Fendelmar's like,
Bubbles is gonna try to like. Bubbles is gonna try to like still support her, but like also be as far away from her as possible.
I'm gonna be like reaching my hand up to Fundlemore to be like, shh, it's okay, I got this. I got this.
Roll persuasion.
I got all of my good rolls out of the way already too. Damn.
Do you wish to do either one of you, Selmy or Tonko or Bubbles want to add to that? Like make their own
Let's
persuasion?
see.
Actually, no.
Tonko, what do you wish to say to her?
Do you like? Oh, thanks. It'll be really great if we could see the high priestess soon.
I wasn't saying all of you. I mean, I could take this poor beleaguered woman and get her set up, get her a nice room so that the high priestess can come and check up on her and see if she needs anything like an exorcism or something. It might take a few hours before she can come see. She does have other duties.
Bubbles cast Unseen Servant so that it can keep holding Fondlemorph up, and she doesn't have to keep touching somebody who might be possessed by face crystal monsters. But she's also gonna say, well, she's our boss. Can we wait with her to make sure that she's okay, or to give her help back to the caravan if they can't help her?
If that's what you really want, if you just want to stand around here for a few hours.
Well, we'll take the room.
No, the rooms are tiny. They're... What?
Sorry.
Give me a sleight of hand check, Flex, while we're waiting. Yes, tell me?
Doctor.
Oh, I am fucking good at that origami.
Sorry, is Selmy talking? I don't hear anything.
Can I get to go with her because I'm the doctor? I'm tiny. I can fit in the room.
Roll persuasion.
Damn it!
It might not be safe, and I'm not sure if the priestess would allow that.
Just wait out here then.
What'd you say?
So we'll just wait out here then.
Does Fundlemorph have anything to say about this?
She still looks just tired, like somebody that really just wanted to lay down for longer, and you convinced them to go see a doctor, and now there's no sitting room in the waiting room, and they're very annoyed.
All right, I'm gonna tell my unseen servant to pick her up and cradle her so that she can relax.
How much weight can
So
the
she's
unseen
just
servant?
hanging in the air.
How much weight can the unseen servant move?
AC 10, 1 hit point, strength of 2.
So no, I don't think they can. I don't think strength of 2 can lift a dwarf. Dwarfs essentially weigh the same as humans. They're just smaller. They're denser.
Okay, then I'm gonna tell the unseen servant to sit down and pretend to be a chair so that she can sit on it. So, like, if it sits cross-legged on the ground, essentially, she can sit in its lap and not be touching the ground.
It's shapeless.
Oh, shit. Medium force that performs simple tasks.
Yeah.
Well, then it can't do that. Okay.
Correct.
Well, then I guess it'll just... Well, if it has a strength of 2, then it can't actually be holding her up. Well, but most of her weight's on her
I was just
feet.
like looking at it as kind of like a crutch sort of thing. Versus,
yeah, okay, I'll just have it keep being a crutch then.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I tried.
Alright. So this
Weren't there benches in the statue area? Is there anything to sit on?
There are benches to sit on. You're right.
Yeah, okay, let's get her settled on a bench at least, and she's small, maybe she could even sleep on one.
She's actually...
Could she curl up on one?
Dwarves are medium.
Okay.
Yeah, dwarves don't count as small creatures, unlike gnomes and halflings.
Okay.
They're actually...
Are the benches long enough for a medium creature to sleep on? Okay, so we can get her on there.
But all of you guys are in town. Kyle, Cotton, what else are you doing?
All right. I'm going to go to Meryl, and I'm going to try and convince her that I can be a mentalist.
All right. How would you like to try to convince her?
All right. It was Meryl, right?
Meryl nods.
Can I have you think of a number for me? Don't tell me what it is. Just to yourself, think of a number.
Okay.
And I lost my tab. Crap.
Hey, quick question. Is there a fountain in front of the church by any chance?
It's inside the vestibule.
Okay. All right. So you have your number?
Yes.
Okay, I want you to add to that number the next highest number after it.
Okay.
Now add 9 more.
Okay.
Just the number 9, add to that. Now the number that you have now, divide it by 2.
Okay.
Now subtract the first number that you put in.
Okay.
All right. Now I think that the number that you're thinking of now is the number 5. Am I right?
Yes. She kind of looks amazed at that. I've always loved that one trick. She's just trying to do mental gymnastics and trying to figure out how that works.
Okay,
I
so
remember this from middle school.
Yeah.
Can I roll something just
And
to?
she seems amazed by it. She can't figure out how you did that.
All right. And just kind of looking at you, I feel like you're somebody who you like to keep things tidy, but you don't mind allowing just a little bit of mess into your life.
She kind of like thinks for a moment and nods a bit.
And get my notes. So out of character, who is Mela?
Mela is the goddess of healing.
Okay.
She's depicted as a dragon, and typically is found around water.
Okay.
Your
All right.
village
Now,
would know that.
now I'm kind of looking at you and kind of thinking of your sister as well, and I'm getting an image of a dragon. Um, I'm getting an image of a dragon, and there's something about this dragon. I'm feeling like a healing presence.
She's a little bit tight-lipped at this point, just kind of watching you carefully.
Where is your sister right now?
She kind of pauses and then looks towards the city. She's actually went off with a few of the others and went to the city.
Oh, okay. Wow. I hope she's doing all right. I mean, I'm just kind of getting this dragon, this healing dragon.
Well, she was being brought to the healers for a headache.
Wow. Oh. Okay. That makes sense with what I'm seeing. Um. I'm kind of, as a player, blanking. Can I roll something?
Sure. Give me either intelligence or wisdom. Your choice.
Okay. Um. The intelligence.
I have no information to give you.
Dang it. Okay. Um. So, what do you think? How am I doing? You think I can maybe try and do a little show?
Maybe. Give me persuasion.
Damn.
How about tomorrow night? We let you loose on a small crowd. And if things go badly, we disavow you of being part of the carnival. And if things go well, then you can use our name.
Awesome. I appreciate the opportunity. Thank you. And I'll walk away. What time is it in game?
It's still morning.
Okay.
Speaking of which, because time didn't change too much, hasn't changed much yet over the cathedral. The rest of the party is 2 rooms away from the vestibule, currently sitting on benches. They sat down a little bit, having finished their discussion, and Flex spent some time building cranes, and has walked inside. Before any of that's resolved, Blank, what are you doing now that you are hiding from the cop?
What am I doing? I didn't think this But first, I'm probably trying to do a stealth roll, I'd imagine.
Yes, give you a stealth roll.
13.
You think you're doing okay?
All right. I am on the I'm on the lookout for any more of the little orphan people. Street urchins, that's the word. Street urchins running around.
All right. Give me a perception check.
Perception.
Ugh.
You don't see any others.
I'm too focused on being sneaky.
Inside the cathedral, the fountain is now the font of holy water is now overwhelmed with paper cranes, and there are several dragonlings that have just come into the room with their brooms and are now staring in shock at this display. And one of them goes, "What are you doing?" This is directed at Flex.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if it was me or Blank.
Yeah. What did you say? You cut out for a little bit there.
They're looking at all the paper cranes that are currently in the holy water fountain.
I made paper best friends, and I remembered real best friend likes water, and you had water. So I put paper best friends. Aren't they pretty? They're just floating in the water.
The little dragonlings are just like they've got these looks of abject horror on their snouted faces, and the two of them just kind of cling together. Their brooms forgotten for a moment as they're staring at this. Going, oh, no,
Do you want a paper best friend? I can make you guys paper best friends too. I have real best friends, but you can have paper versions.
They start talking in rapid, high pitched, draconic. I don't think you speak draconic, do you?
If I roll a perception, can Bubbles hear it? Because she does.
It's two rooms away, and there's a church service going on between the two.
Okay.
Think I speak Draconic? I might. I don't remember how many. I don't know that I did languages. My bad.
Well, because you speak at least Goblin.
And Common.
Yeah.
Where can I tell? What?
Oh yeah, your languages are both Common and Goblin. They're right there on the side. Under proficiencies. So you got like your armor, language, and weapon. It's down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see. Okay, no, that's dragon.
Yeah, so they're basically muttering it high pitched, draconic. It doesn't sound like they're very happy. They sound like they're maybe. Well, actually, give me an insight. Yeah, they sound like they're worried.
Do they look like little dragons, like draconic kind of?
It's the fancy word for kobold.
Are they related to normal dragons, or is it just kobold?
These are just kobolds. No, they're. I just like they're in this world. They're just referred to. The kobold can still be used as a term for them, but they're usually referred to as dragonlings.
Okay, because Flex has a history of dragons, so I was like, oh shit, if they're little dragons, he might not, like, he would do something else, but he's not building, so.
Well, these ones aren't
I forgot
winged,
about that.
so you probably, with the winged ones, you might start having a problem.
Okay, that's fair. So they sound worried?
Yes.
Are you okay, robed friends? Do you need somebody to be thrown? Will that make you feel better?
Why did you pollute the holy water?
I didn't pollute the holy water. I just put paper best friends in there.
But that's polluting the holy water. I don't think the priests are going to be happy.
Why? Now there's best friends in there. So when you get some water, you can get a best friend.
The two dragonlings look at each other and, grab their brooms and hurry off.
Question: Are
Friends
the
are
guards
weird.
still there, or have the guards wandered off?
The guards are still there in the square, but Flex went into the building.
Oh, okay. In that
So
case,
you
then
don't see Flex anymore.
I followed Flex in.
Alright, so you
As you-
probably caught the tail end of that, and now see that the holy water is filled with paper cranes.
Yeah. As they get their brooms and head towards Flex.
No, heading away from Flex. They're fleeing the area.
Okay. In that case, then I am going to see if I can sneak on top of the holy water font and assume like a meditative posture. Like
Jesus.
not actually not in the water, but like on top of the fixture that the water is attached to.
All right.
Hi, best friend. Look, I made little best friends.
And I'm trying to do this very sneakily, so when people just look back, I'm just suddenly there meditating.
All right, go for it.
All right, what role would this be?
Stealth.
Okay. 15.
All right. So you climb up there. You sit on there. You suddenly feel to your horror that there are now paper cranes where there should not be cranes in your body.
You don't know what's supposed to be in my body and what's not supposed to be in my body.
Okay, that's true, but it's still there's several that have migrated. So
Best friends, you have to share best friends. Other people might want a paper best friend.
We're never gonna get healed again.
yeah. Speaking of which, Taka, Bubbles, Salmi, you see two dragonlings suddenly hurry into the room and go to talk to the one acolyte that you had been speaking with earlier, and Bubbles, since you speak Draconic, you overhear that there is a funny-looking human question mark that put a bunch of paper creations inside the holy water fountain and is essentially wrecking it. It's really big and covered in muscles.
I'm gonna sidle. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna roll a stealth to see if I can go out there without being spotted.
All right, you hurry out
By them.
as they're still in the middle of conversation with the acolyte.
All right, I'm gonna
you quietly move past the service in progress down the side, the side area, but it's like you can see very much over here, like the service going on, and get back into there, and you notice that not only is Flex standing there in front of the basin with all of the paper things in there, Blake is now sitting atop of it.
Guys, you're gonna get us in trouble. You're freaking out the priests. I'm gonna try to shoo Blank off of the fountain.
Bubbly friend, I made paper best friends. Look, and I put them in the water.
And this is not a good place to share them. I need you to take them out, okay? They can be best friends somewhere else. Well, I'll take you to the river later.
But they like
if you take them out. Yes, if you take them out now, I will help you take them to the river later, and then they can have more water.
Don't you like them, Bubbly friend?
I do. I want them to be happy. That means that they should have as much water as possible.
Oh, that's true. Paper best friend should have all the water because best friend deserves all the water. Okay.
Right. Oh, thank fuck.
Flex takes all the paper cranes out of the water.
The paper cranes have absorbed and are starting to fall apart from the water exposure. A lot of water is starting to drip onto the floor outside the fountain.
Crap. I would hide them somewhere, but I'm naked.
Blank? Did you leave Blank where he is?
I tried to shoo Blank off. Did it not work? Do I need to roll something?
Let me see if Blank even notices as he's in the zone. He does not even notice you trying to shoo him off.
Shit. All right. I still have an unseen servant. I'm gonna tell my unseen servant to just pick him up.
How
Bubbly
much
friend,
paper-
I think. Friend, I think the paper bus friends want to stay in the water. Look, they're kind of breaking apart.
Oh no! Well, we have to save them. Here, let's put them in your belt pouch so that we can fix them later.
That's a good idea. Let's save the paper best friends. Duh!
Yay! And I'm gonna shove them in her belt pouch. And also I'm gonna look around and see if there's like anything fabric that I can use to soak up the water because I am naked and have nothing to use.
Let's see. You look around. Nothing in this vestibule.
Do you want Flex to look too?
Is Flex wearing anything?
I think Flex is in a speedo.
Yeah, he's in his speedo. Yeah.
Right. And the Kenku is a Kenku. Is there? We already the belt pouch is going to be wet. Okay. I'm just going to try to like scoop them all into the belt pouch as fast as possible, and then I'm gonna turn to Blank where he's hanging in midair and say, "You gotta get him out of here. He's gonna get in trouble. Go take him somewhere fun. Go, buy him ice cream or something. Just come back in like 3 hours."
I love ice cream. Best friend, let's go get ice cream. Yes.
I don't even need to roll the persuasion.
Flex grabs Zach out of the unseen servant's arms and like runs out. We're gonna get ice cream. See you later.
Yeah, as people grab me, I am still maintaining the meditative posture.
So you don't even resist. You're just in Zen mode as you're being picked up and carried, and there's still water like all over the floor now from this mess.
All right, but is there paper in the fountain?
There's no more paper in the fountain, but there is fountain water all over the ground.
All right, Bubbles is gonna try to stealth back to the other room.
New stealth.
To see. Shit.
Nope. You manage to stumble on a bit of the water that you didn't see under your foot, and you start going flying just as the dragonlings come back with the brooms and the acolyte, and they're all like looking at you, they're looking at the fountain, and the acolyte's going, I don't see any cranes in there. The other ones are saying, but they were all in there. And one of them says, but hey, she's sliding around the floor. There's water on the floor. And they gotta go to investigate and go, ah! They seem very distraught that now there's water to clean up.
I'm gonna say that it seems really dangerous, and I would be happy to help them clean it up if they have a mop.
They just seem to have their brooms.
I'm gonna ask the acolyte if he has a mop or a rag or something.
The acolyte just kind of shakes their head and goes, the brooms have a little bit of absorption between them. They should be able to take care of that. Sorry, I keep going in and out of the right voice for that character.
All right. Well, then in that case, I'm gonna say, well, it seems like you have this well in hand. Good job on cleaning up a hazard. I'm gonna go back and check on my boss, and I'm gonna walk away like I had nothing to do with it. And join the others.
Tonka and Silmi, have anything that was said?
I guess we were probably hanging back with the boss.
Yeah, I'm still with Fundlemorth.
Yeah.
I didn't pause to translate.
Yeah, so you have no idea why the Dragonlings came running in to talk to the acolyte, or why Bubbles left before they left. I know, Bubbles is coming back in.
Hang off is like a thing that happens.
Oh
no.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh no.
It's too far away for you to hear, at least.
Jeez.
Gonna have to bail them out later, aren't we?
Absolutely. I'm gonna sort of sidle over to Selmy and whisper, I had to defuse Flex. You know how he gets. He almost got us kicked out. If he comes back, try to find a reason for him to leave the cathedral before he gets us in trouble.
Maybe you have some sleepy drugs.
Yeah. And also, do you have anything else for anything for a less mystical headache? Because damn.
Well, to one of my 1 HP healing potions.
I will chug it and give you a thumbs up.
Side note, this is my most favorite character I've ever played.
He is very amusing.
And Selmy's just gonna be sitting there shaking her head like, I can't take you guys anywhere.
No. Beth is to be congratulated. She's taken barbarian stealth to a whole new level.
I'm not really trying to be stealthy.
Yeah, but you're never going to be trying to be stealthy with this character. You're like, oh, hello, friend. We're sneaking past you. Isn't that great? Hi, sneaky friend.
That was really fun to do because he was like, not suspicious, not suspicious. I was like, not suspicious.
So you guys are sitting in the cathedral, and I didn't realize that Flex was going to be really good at making paper cranes. And you were just given one piece of just one little flyer, and Blake stole half of that little girl's flyers. She was not happy about that.
Flex is a man of really weird ass talents. Like I've determined, like really random shit, like origami, knowing about food, stuff like that.
Hollandaise
Got a
sauce.
silver out of the deal. She's fine.
Yeah, she got more than she was getting for the whole day. That's why I assume that was why she left. Was that she was being paid 6 coppers or something, and Flex just handed her a whole silver so she can throw those in the trash and go get a drink.
The little girl, she wasn't going to get drinks. That's where she could have gotten some more copper or possibly even another silver out of somebody else who was as nice as Flex.
That's true.
But anyway, so you guys.
I burned a candle in my thing, part of my me time. I have 5 candles in my pack. Should I take one down or?
I doubt you burned it all the way down. It takes hours to burn down an entire candle.
Okay, never mind. Oh, it's one of those big Bath and Body Work candles, not the little ones. Okay, cool.
Even if it was a little one, unless it was one of those tiny little, tea lights, I very much doubt that it would have burned down in the amount of time that you had it lit.
That's fair. I think it would burn
tea
for
lights last for hours.
Yeah, and even tea lights last for hours.
Okay, never mind then. I just changed it to lavender candles, but okay, I'll leave the candles alone. Sorry. Go back to what you're doing.
All right. So, you guys are staying behind the cathedral, just waiting there with Fundlemorph.
Yeah, how much space is, I know there's a bunch of statues in this room, but is there, a fair amount of free space in the middle or anything?
Yeah, there's a lot of congregating places to study the statues and revere them if you want.
Then, Bubbles is going to practice her dancing while she waits.
And she is dancing majestically and nakedly.
Yeah.
In a church.
Well, she has She has like one filmy scarf, but it wouldn't have soaked up any water. Yes, in a church, in front of the gods.
Covering her cloaca, that's about it.
Yeah. Well, suggestively, moving it around like a fan dance.
To see if she's at least performing in front of the correct god.
I mean, they're all the correct god. Everybody should understand how amazing I am. Every god can appreciate true beauty. Basically, I'm not going to spell it out, but I'm kind of implying they should be worshiping me.
Is there a god of sex
Hedonism.
or yeah, hedonism?
Not one of the ones in the official pantheon.
Oh.
Yeah, when Bubbles
I was
gets
gonna,
religion
like,
next
shoot
level,
Bubbles
it's gonna
over
be.
that way.
Yeah, I asked when Bubbles gets religion next level up, she's gonna have to go multi-dimensional to find the right god for her.
God, I can't wait until I get Rogue at level 4 because I'm going to multi-class. That's going to make Blank very interesting.
He already acts like one.
Trying to take my shtick.
No, Blank is just going to literally disappear because I get with the Rogue, I get basically double expertise in stealth. If I'm doing my math right, it's something like a plus 11 to stealth.
You're currently being held by Flex, though.
Yes, but with some of the spells I get at level 3, I can basically, that thing in Naruto where they like this big puff of smoke and they're holding a log? I would basically be able to do that.
That'd be cool.
And what about you, Tonka? What are you doing?
Yeah,
probably.
when Blank multiclasses into Rogue, it's a little bit nuts. I may have accidentally min-maxed.
Tonka?
Well, okay. I'll practice some floor routine things, I guess, because I can't pass up an opportunity to show off.
Yeah, especially as your frenemy is there dancing so beautifully.
Oh, there we go. Whoops.
Oh, wow. Hell
He
yeah!
tried.
Wow.
Dueling banjos it is.
Holy shit.
Except that you're doing flexible dances, and it's like, which one of them is better? It's like you're trying to outperform each other, but you're both so good.
I think Bubbles is just slightly better there.
That's when
Yeah, because it's
Nat 20s don't mean anything to ability checks, though.
right. I keep forgetting that that's a house rule that's different from the podcast.
Yeah, it's Nat 20. Yeah, Nat 20 being for anything is a house rule. In the books, it in the rules as written, it actually does specify that it only means something unless the GM wants it otherwise. When doing attacks.
Okay, well, I'm gonna try to shift how I dance with my scarf so that it's hiding Tonka instead of my cloaca.
Fuzzlemorph is kind of watching this entertainment and is like thinking to herself, "Yeah, this is why I've hired these people." What about you, Selmy? What are you doing during this?
Quietly keeping an eye on Fundlemorph, checking her O2 sat or whatever it is we do in the medieval world.
Mostly that
more
she's
leeches
alive and conscious.
Yeah.
Leeches have their place.
Keeping an eye on her.
You have to reattach a severed digit. You want a leech.
I I keep the leeches in a
As
jar.
a new digit?
In my in one of my pockets.
I'm just talking about like in the real world. In the current
Oh.
real world, it's like leeches still have a place in the real world.
Interesting. Sorry, Selmy, you
But
have a jar what?
Making a joke saying that I have the leeches are in a jar in my pocket.
Yeah.
All right. So let's find out where the running fool has gone to.
Not fool, bard.
He's a barbarian. Of course, he's a fool.
I know. I was making a fool joke. Sorry.
All right.
Okay, I don't know. He ran for a while, sounding like an ambulance.
Roll a
Um,
roll a 1d8 for me.
Number of cards you
You're gonna
attract.
Hey.
Oh God.
You have discovered that you finally look up and look around and notice that you are surrounded by houses. The streets are pretty quiet because, well, it is, people have already got up and gone to work and all of that. But these are definitely houses and small apartments, not shops.
Shoot, best friend, I think we overshot the ice cream. Well, okay, so, all right, so we overshot by, I'm gonna assume a lot. And so he kind of wants ice cream. Does he know where he's at? Like, is he lost, kind of?
I would imagine he's lost, but give me an intelligence check. Well,
Wow.
you're not entirely sure where you
Yeah.
are since I don't think you've been here before, but you've heard that there is a district in the city called the Sleep Ward, and this place does look pretty sleepy.
But he's been with the carnival for a couple of years, so wouldn't he have been here before? Because it's
but he
somewhere
hasn't-
we
he
come
hasn't-
every year.
Yeah, but he hasn't been in this particular section of the city.
Oh, okay.
Plus, Flex tends to avoid cities. He only came in here because you guys needed help with the boss.
I think he's only been here a year or two, hasn't it?
Yeah, a year.
Yeah.
Is he at least smart enough to turn around and go back the way he came?
No.
He was busy.
No, he's going to do a perception check to see what's around him.
All right. There's little gardens, little houses, like everything nice and neat.
Are there any people around, like, around him?
You don't see anybody. Just you and Blank, as far as you can tell.
Shoot, best friend, we definitely overshot the ice cream. Why didn't you stop me?
Blank just kind of gestures at how you're holding him.
Oh, sorry, best friend. I let him down.
Is there a way I can smell the ice cream or something, or listen for the whatever the what's the name of this world? I forget.
Alaris.
Yeah, whatever the Laris equivalent of the ice cream jingle is.
All right, give me a perception check.
Perception 21.
All right, you don't hear, see, or smell any of those. However, you do notice a cloaked figure over in the bushes of a nearby house, seemingly doing something. It's hard to tell exactly what they are because they're mostly covered by the bush, but you could definitely see that it's a cloaked person.
And Flex doesn't see that?
Flex does not see that.
All right, just want to double check.
Yeah, they are hidden from Flex's view, but Blank, on the other hand, sees them.
Yeah. I have posted my reaction. And I'm going to head over to them. Yeah.
So I'm gonna assume Flex sees that at least, and he's gonna look towards where Blank is pointing. Do you see something, best friend?
I'm going to walk over to where that person is hanging out in the bushes.
And Flex will follow.
What happens when I get there, DM?
Should we stealth? Like, do you want to try to stealth?
I am not being stealthy at all.
You're not stealthing at all?
Nope, I am in the open.
I like that you're in the open as a bird, and you have like I think like a 6 foot something barbarian that has butter on him in a speedo behind you.
Yeah, you're followed by a buttery bugbear shouting, "Should we stealth?"
It's
Buttery
literally
shaved bugbear.
Should I say we're not suspicious, best friend?
So you see this figure basically turn their body a bit, probably turning around to look at you in your direction, and immediately go skulking around rapidly around the side of the building.
I sprint in pursuit.
I follow after him.
I would like a new perception check from Flex.
Yes.
Oh fuck!
Oh no!
Oh my god! Oh no!
Damn.
And by the way, Blank is making that back gesture as he runs.
You Flex.
If Selmy were there, she'd be doing the Admiral Akbar.
Flex, sorry. As Blake goes running around the side of the building after this person, Flex trips on something and goes immediately falling down to the ground, smashing his face against the sidewalk. And is a bit smarted. He's otherwise okay. No long term damage, but he'd basically see birds, or rather, he'd see his best friend floating above his head for a moment or two, having no clue what's going on.
Best friends. Why? Ow!
Yeah. But Blank, on the other hand, is pursuing this this cloaked figure around a corner.
Yeah, I am silently doing the.
There's some edges.
But silently.
Yeah.
To answer Kyle's question.
Their hedges completely unseeable. Even if Flex did manage to get around the building at this point, Flex would not have any idea where you went.
I get double natural ones.
Yeah, exactly. And
I want to point out the last time he couldn't see you, he destroyed a bunch of shit. So keep that in mind.
But well, I can't alert you.
I know. That's like this is gonna be a problem. Everybody get ready.
We're gonna find Flex by following the column of smoke.
Minor illusion. I basically send a flare up into the air.
All right.
Okay, can he at least see that, or am I still
you haven't let me finish the description of what's going on here. You just kept.
Oh, sorry, Chris.
This is while I was letting you finish talking before I can finish, even though I was in the middle of describing. Okay, so you get around the corner, outpace Flex. At some point, I guess you figure out that Flex didn't see where you went as you throw up a flare. But you are still weaving in between like bushes and things and around houses, chasing after this person, until eventually you hear a clinking noise, and see them go through a gate.
Is it possible I can get to the gate before the gate closes?
Give me a acrobatics roll.
Acrobatics. There we go. Damn.
You pretty much slam yourself into the gate as it's closed.
All right. Is it possible that I can?
And you hear
step
beyond the
wall?
gate. You hear beyond the gate, like kind of like the shuffling noise, and then silence.
All right. I send up 3 signal flares with minor illusion, hoping that Flex can see them. And while I wait for Flex to show up, I'm trying to scale the wall.
Flex, roll perception checks.
God, I'm really gonna hurt myself this time.
We double ones again.
Yeah, you have no idea where the bird went, and from your angle, from where you're laying on the ground, and even as you turn around, you roll onto your back and look up, you do not see the flares from your position.
Fair enough. He's probably a little bit in pain, so it's probably gonna take a round before he like gets up and starts to worry about life.
Yeah, you're dizzy. You smashed your face. You're just not HP wise hurt.
Yeah, so he's probably gonna be kind of squeaky for a round. So it's probably fine for this moment.
All right, so the bird is trying to climb up the gate wall. Okay. Give me either acrobatics or athletics.
Acrobatics. Well, I cannot roll well today.
Yeah, you start climbing, and eventually it just you can't quite get reach to the top. Your feet just don't find the right purchase. You keep scrambling, and you slide back down.
Hold on. Where is the?
Wait.
God damn it! I know it's in here somewhere. There we go. Okay, that's close enough to what I was looking for.
Yeah, basically.
I love I meant to do that in Cat. It's my favorite.
So here you are, far away from Flex. You don't hear him. You don't see him anywhere. Flex, you're still dizzy and recovering. You have no idea where your best friend went. You don't know where the ice cream is. You're completely lost.
Oh man, this is a bad day.
It's only barely started.
Until we roll.
Okay, have I recovered? Can I do something now?
Yeah, you can get up.
Okay, he gets up and kind of looks around him. Best friend, where'd you go?
Blank, roll perception check.
Perception.
You do not hear Flex from where you are.
He's about to. Best friend, where are you? And he casts Thunderclap.
Oh, fuck.
It is always weird when barbarians get spells.
Well, that's because he's a bard, Varian.
I know.
Give me another perception check, please. You're not certain, but you think you might have heard a clap of thunder. It is a little bit overcast in the sky, though. That's not a good sign.
I send up another signal flare.
All right, perception check from Flex, please. You did not see the signal flare.
Guys, perception's like my worst trait.
What is that from Bubbles?
Oh, it says show spell description under Thunderclap, and I clicked it, and that happened.
Wow.
I have no idea what the hell that is.
All
I'm just
right.
gonna leave it alone.
It's a thunderous sound that can be heard up to 100 feet away. Every creature must succeed a Constitution throw or take thunder damage. So I guess Zach should have done a Constitution save.
No, it doesn't affect the person casting it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
if there's
I-
anybody in that house, if there's anybody in those houses like kids and nannies,
Like 5 feet.
Yeah.
yeah,
A whole lot of saving throws.
Okay. Oh no, the range is 5 feet, but it
Yeah,
can be heard 100
yeah.
feet away. Okay.
okay, then yeah, never mind.
I wouldn't have cast it towards a house though. I would have cast it towards a street.
Yeah, okay, never mind.
But yeah, so he's gonna yell, "Best friend, where are you?" And cast it again.
You get another perception check from blank.
I'm back. Sorry, my phone decided to drop it and didn't tell me it dropped it.
Aw. Blank perception check, please.
Okie dokie.
Again, you think you hear the sound of thunder coming from a particular direction, and it might just be your mind playing tricks on you, but you could have sworn you heard Flex.
Casts up 2 signal flares this time. And I think can I take another stab at climbing the gate again at this point?
Sure. Flex perception check. You climb up there and you just can't. Ooh. After all those nat ones, that's a good one. And eventually, before you reach the exact top, you feel like you can't climb up any further. You're not falling off of it, but you just can't find purchase to reach yourself up any further on the gate to get over it. Flex, you happen to be looking in the right direction this time and see 2 signal flares up in the sky in the same direction.
Awesome. He runs towards it, screaming, "Best friend! Best friend! Best friend!"
You start weaving around buildings, weaving over plenty of other stuff, until eventually you see a bird on a fence that looks like your friend.
Best friend, I was worried about you. Why are you playing with the fence? What?
I am. I'm basically doing jumping jacks and then gesturing at the fence at the gate.
Oh, do you want me to throw you over the fence? I can do that.
Hold on. Let me get back into the correct chat because I could not find the one I was looking for. There it goes. Okay.
Okay, is that athletics?
Yes.
You go.
You yeet the bird over over the gate.
All right. I'm guessing it's acrobatics to land.
Yes.
All right. Come on. Nat 20. 16
You
ain't
do a
bad.
decent landing.
Yeah. Is it possible I can tell where the cloaked figure is? Are they still there?
No.
Or
Roll a perception check. You look around, and you see the back door to a house. You see a small shed, and you see basically an overgrown garden.
all right. Can I open the gate to let Flex in?
Sure. And in doing so, you discover it wasn't locked. It was just latched.
This is the medieval equivalent of that bank robber who got stuck in the bank because he didn't realize it was a pull door.
Yep, you immediately said that you just want to try climbing it. You never said anything about opening or checking for locks.
I feel like in the heat of the moment, Blank would think, "Oh, it's an automatic. It'll lock when he closes it."
Exactly.
So yeah. So I feel that was entirely in character.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I then just point at the shed, and then I go investigate the garden.
Best friend, I don't think we should be in other people's houses. And we were gonna go get ice cream. Maybe we should just go get ice cream.
Roll investigation.
Is Selmy saying something?
Tell me.
I didn't hear anything.
Sorry, I thought I heard like a voice modifier before. Never mind.
Yeah. We should probably cut back to everyone else in a few rounds.
Yeah. This is another
Todd knows
case
something he
of
wants to do.
a party gets split.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're probably, this is probably a good place to cut out because, I mean, we're going to go into a shed. So if you want to go back to them, you can.
Yeah.
So, I pointed at you and then pointed at the shed. I'm doing the garden. Because I feel like you have a better chance of blocking him into the shed, and I have a better chance of being able to navigate the overgrown garden.
I was going to say, what about Flex makes you think he's super good at investigating things? Like,
Nothing, but he's also big enough that he can just block the door.
case in point. Case
God
in
damn it.
point, everybody.
God fucking it. That is your third one tonight.
So sadly for the cathedral group, they said they're gonna stay there and wait for a couple of hours. So that means, Cotton, you finished up with your mesmeric act. Is there anything
Right,
else you
yeah.
wanted to do
I
for
wanna-
the moment?
I want to go back to the food stores and just kind of look at what's there and kind of plan for what I might do for lunch and dinner. And also, do we have enough food for lunch and dinner and for like the next couple days?
Give me an investigation roll. Yeah, it looks like you have enough food for the week.
Not the answer I was looking for, but okay. Okay, then I will just start planning
Assuming-
lunch and
Assuming,
what?
by the way, that you're just doing 2 meals a day instead of 3.
Oh, okay. Then I'm planning dinner because I don't know where all my friends are and I don't know what else I can do around the camp.
Well, Meryl told you that they were taking Fundlemorph to the cathedral, right?
Yeah, I guess she did, but I don't know what I would do in town. Oh, no. Oh, I do know something I want to do. I want to head into town.
All right. So after the mesmerist thing and after double checking the food supplies, you head into town.
I want to sneak into the warehouse district and kind of look around and kind of try to get the lay of the land of Bink's warehouse.
All right. It's day, so there are a lot of people out and about carrying goods, carrying boxes, helping to unload ships. So there's lots of people out. Give me a investigation check. All right. So you see various people heading out, and as you can continue down the street carefully, you get towards an end, towards the end of the docks areas, and you notice one warehouse in particular that corresponds to what you know to belong to Bink. You see various people heading in and out. You see that it's not too far away from some more dilapidated looking warehouses. You see that there's currently a crane in operation towards the back over the pier, kind of like unloading basically unloading some of the larger containers from a ship and setting them down to get the boxes out before heading into the warehouse on the other side. Like, you're basically looking at the front entrance of the warehouse, not the loading part of the warehouse. This is the
Right.
part where people go in. The other side of it would be where supplies go in. You
Okay.
don't see any windows on this side, but if you're circling around and like taking a look at to where they're currently unloading cargo, you do notice that there appears to be some sort of access up there for where the crane is to go inside.
Access where the crane is, so like where the crane is dropping things in, or
No, the crane is basically goes out over the dock.
Yeah.
And takes things off of the ship, then sets it down right in front of the doors to the back doors to the warehouse, which is the
okay,
non-civilian doors.
so like a big door near the crane where the stuff the crane drops off can be run in.
Well, there's that too, but I'm also saying is you're looking up towards the crane, which is well above street level, and you notice that there is you don't climb up to get into the crane. You enter the crane from inside the building. And there appears to be a way to climb onto the crane in order to adjust it if need be, which means if you got up onto the crane, you could probably get into the building that way, but by bypassing the other doors that you see.
Okay. Okay. There's still people around. I don't want to get too close. And I'm wearing not my fancy clothes. I'm wearing just regular, kind of trying to blend in clothes.
It's like you heard my thoughts. I was about to ask how you were dressed.
Yeah, just I'm wearing kind of just like a default don't notice me outfit.
Gotcha. Well, it doesn't
Um,
appear to be working. People aren't paying any attention to you.
yeah. Uh,
Sorry, I'm reading Beth.
I want to make just one. If I can, I want to make one circuit around the building and just try to get a glance of it from all angles.
All right. From what you can see, it won't be possible to make an entire circuit. You could probably do a horseshoe, meaning you
Okay.
can start on one end, looking at the dock side, where the activity is. It doesn't seem likely that you could pass by them because they're busy like lifting up cargo and dropping it, and that would be considered very, very dangerous.
Yeah, I don't want to get too close to people.
But you'd be able to do a horseshoe around it. So you'd be able to start at like one end looking in there and end up on the other end looking in the other direction.
Okay. Do that. What song is that supposed to be?
On the Dark Side
Oh, okay.
by John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band.
Gotcha.
It was from a movie called, oh God, what was the movie? Eddie and the Cruisers.
I have not seen that.
Me either, but that name, like, it's as if I've heard that name somewhere long ago.
Old movie. My dad loved it.
So do I need another roll? Do I learn anything else by walking around?
No new information, sadly. I was actually
Oh.
originally giving you the description based on going around that circuit.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
But yeah.
Do I see Bink?
Give me a perception roll this time. No, you don't see any halflings.
Okay. If you want to go to the others, I'll try to think about what I want to do next.
Yeah.
Bubbles has a thing if
Sure.
so are the dragonlings passing through our area or are we alone, or are there people like walking through all the time?
There's the occasional person coming in and, looking at the statues and occasionally giving you weird looks, and after a while, the dragonlings come back looking a bit tired, and one of them seemingly dripping a little, like, not dripping water, but clearly their broom has gotten wet. So, looking
Okay.
kind of unhappy.
But they're not like reacting to anything we're doing. They're not telling us not to dance or
You're not
anything.
being rushed out or anything like that. You're just occasionally getting looks because your behavior seems to be unusual, but you're not being, unlike what happened with Flex, you're not being told to leave.
Right. Okay, so the statues are arranged in sort of a circle, right?
And more like the horseshoe, like I described earlier, with basically the gods going from in calendar
right.
month calendar order.
So then there's not like a out of the way corner with a statue in it.
No. Not in the Grand
All
Cathedral.
right. At around about the hour and a half mark, Bubbles is gonna get real bored and start practicing her lap dance techniques against one of the statues. Oh shit!
What sort of statue would you be looking for in that respect?
Probably one the same height as her.
Well, all the statues are kind of a bit exaggerated, so that they're usually like, larger versions of whatever being that they might otherwise be representing. Like, they might be 10 feet tall sort of statues.
Okay, but they're like gnome gods and things, and so.
Let's see. The closest ones you've got to a gnome god is Hoitas, I believe. Hold on.
Okay, so whatever. If
nope, no, sorry, that's Hoitas is the goddess of Mr. Gods. No, Hazarin. That's right, Hazarin.
Right, but an exaggerated gnome wouldn't be 10 feet.
They're
okay.
But they're still pretty big. They're more like 8 feet.
Okay, well, whatever is closest to her height, which I totally know, somewhere. Where would that be? I know I decided it. I think she's like 5'9", but so I don't think lizard folk are that tall.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna say 5'9". So she's gonna like bump and grind against the crotch of the 8 foot tall gods, and sort of practice making it explicitly like she's moving from burlesque to stripper. Like it's getting explicit. This will eventually be her healing spell, but she doesn't have enough levels
yet. All I can think about is shingles. There are a lot of strippers in there.
Yep.
But
so yeah, she's rubbing up and down against herself and against the statue, and really seems to be expecting some sort of physical reaction from the stone, and is acting like she's not going to stop until she gets one.
What about you, Tonka? You're seeing your frenemy practically defile a statue. What do you do?
Let's see. I don't know how much I want to do parkour, but I kind of want to do parkour, so we'll go for that. It has been a long time, and my attention span is not that long, so. Let's see. Oh, not great, not great.
You probably climb up one of the one of the multi-armed gods, and unfortunately fall off.
Oh, I wasn't trying to do parkour anyway. I was just, checking something.
The one acolyte that you'd been dealing with seemingly appears out of nowhere when he sees you kind of fall off a statue, and is like, excuse me, please don't be doing that to the statues. And it also seems to be they also seem to be addressing you, Bubbles.
Aw, man. But I'm just practicing. Look, he likes it.
You don't have to stay here with your friend. We can take good care of her.
All right, fine. I'll go back to practicing normally. But I'm not leaving. So I'll scoot forward away from the statue, and go back to burlesque dancing.
All right. Anyone else have anything that they need to get done?
Nope.
I'm just pretending like I totally intended all along to be like stretching near the boss. So.
And I think that's
Sell
gonna.
me.
Tell me, got anything?
Tommy hit her pipe and she's not even aware of either.
She's not gonna be responsible for these two.
Nope.
I was waiting for that. Are we hotboxing? Is this room like enclosed enough for us to get?
This is a big room and big high
Okay.
ceilings, so no. And I think that'll be it for this week.
Okay.
All right.
Everywhere in medieval Alaris is a smoking section.